In a quiet countryside town called Rivers Hollow, there stood an old wooden church at the edge of a frozen lake. It hadn't opened its doors in over 30 years. People said it was cursed. Others said it was just abandoned after a storm destroyed half the roof. But for Maura Jennings, the church wasn't a mystery. It was a calling. Maura was a sound engineer who loved collecting unique audio samples for her YouTube channel. She traveled to forgotten places, recorded echoes, and turned them into haunting soundscapes. One winter morning, she decided to visit the church that everyone warned her about. When she reached it, snowflakes were falling softly, and the world was silent except for the crunch of her boots. The church bell, long rusted, swayed faintly in the wind. She set up her microphone and recorder inside, the air heavy and still. "Testing 1, 2, she whispered. The echo came back softer, almost different. Her voice repeated, but the second echo whispered something else. It said, "Help me." Maura froze. She replayed the audio. Same thing. Her heart started racing. She adjusted the microphone and spoke again. "Is someone here?" The reply was faint but unmistakable. "In the walls." She turned on her flashlight and scanned the cracked paint, the altar, the broken pews. There was nothing but dust and silence. She thought maybe the cold wind was distorting her sound, but when she checked her recorder again, she saw something impossible. On the waveform, a second voice track had appeared, low, old, and trembling. Maura followed the sound toward the altar. Behind it, the wooden boards were slightly loose. She pulled one free, and there, inside the wall, she found an old cassette recorder wrapped in cloth. It was still on record. When she pressed play, a man's voice crackled through the static. "Father Matthew, if you find this, I did what I had to do." She wouldn't stop screaming. Maura's blood ran cold. Then came a woman's voice, sobbing, terrified. "Please, I didn't take anything. You're making a mistake." The recording ended abruptly. She checked the side of the cassette, dated April 9th, 1992, the very night the church had burned in a mysterious fire. Maura packed her gear and ran outside. But as she reached the gate, the bell above her started ringing on its own. She turned around. Through the cracks of the broken door, a shadow stood where she had been moments before. A tall figure in priest robes, staring. Maura never returned to Rivers Hollow. Months later, her subscribers noticed something strange. Every new video she uploaded contained a faint whisper in the background, repeating the same 3 words. "I'm still here." Sometimes, the past doesn't stay buried because it was never at peace. Maura's curiosity led her to uncover truth, but truth isn't always meant to be heard. The story reminds us that silence isn't empty. It often holds the echoes of pain, guilt, and voices that history tried to forget. When we chase mystery for fame or thrill, we may end up recording something that doesn't want to be found. Be careful what you listen for, because some echoes follow you home. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends who love mysterious true-style stories. Comment below if you dare visit the old church in Rivers Hollow. New spine-chilling stories drop every day. So turn on the notification bell and never miss what's hiding in the dark.